Hello everybody, welcome back to Ancientcraft. My name is Vortex, and today we're going to be building the Not So Tangler. That's right, we're on the Ancientcraft server today. It's actually only Golby online. There's a lot of people on before, but anyway, yeah, we're here in a hole in the ground that I've dug because we're going to be building a mini game today. We're going to be building our take on Tango's Tangler from hermitcraft. And also, well, it originated on the Moonlight server, but we're going to be building it on our server, Ancientcraft. We're going to be designing mini-games. I've actually already designed the first 1.5 games, and we're going to be building the first one today. And if you have any ideas for mini-games, which are for 2 players, because we're going to be building a 2-player one, like he built on his recent, on the most recent hermitcraft server, then leave a suggestion down in the comments, and your suggestion might be added as one of the future challenges. There's going to be probably about 5 of these challenges. I've designed 1.5 of them already, and I'm going to build the first one today. The second one is a lava puzzle, but today I'm going to be building the first one, which, yeah, involves a maze, kind of. One player is navigating through the maze, and the other player is navigating them through the maze. So let's get building. We're here at the minigames district to build the game. It's just under these iron blocks here that I've marked out. There's actually a new game here, which is a parkour challenge, which I want to try out at some point in this episode, or maybe the next one, built by Crafty. And other than that, we've got the Silverfish Belief game, which I've yet to finish. It still works as a functional game, but I haven't done all of the decoration yet. And I think I might make it a little bit larger, because it's suited for 1v1s at the moment. But yeah, that's that. We also have the Cauldron game, which is yet to be finished as well. I want to add some more redstone to make sure that it doesn't end up like go back and forth. So basically the aim of this game is to basically capture the flag, except you've got to get 9 bits of water from the cauldrons in the centre. There's 4 cauldrons in the centre, you've got to fill 3, and it's a battle against your opponent. You can steal from them, but when you get really close, you just end up going back and forth. So I want to have it so the cauldrons get hidden periodically throughout the arena and new routes open up to make sure that doesn't happen. Anyway, yes, we're going to be getting on with the Tangler today, or whatever I'm going to call my version of the Tangler. I don't really know at the moment, because obviously we're not going to be calling it the Tangler, because that's Tango's thing. But yeah, I'm going to get building. So I have got up the screenshot of the game I've designed, because it relies quite intensely on colours. So what I've done is actually got a bunch of colourful walls, which will be used as part of that. And I'm going to be building the ceiling of it first, actually, before I do any of the redstone. So I need to grab my dyes from the ender chest. As you can see, they're here. I'll take some wood as well, just in case I need it, and my iron too. I'll take them all down there, and I'll get building, and I'll cut back to you after I've built a basic frame layout of what the minigame is going to involve. Okay, welcome back, and now I've got the base built up, I'm going to explain to you what this minigame is about. There's 2 players in this minigame, and if you haven't heard of Tango's Tangler, just thought I'd mention, it's basically a minigame where there's a series of challenges that either 1 or 2 players undertake, and they go through a series of trials, and basically the aim is to get to the end without basically giving up. You can spend as long as you want it there, you want to do it as fast as possible, and it's a challenge that you try. So the first challenge is going to be a maze. One player is going through a maze, as you can see here, and the other player will be guiding them through the maze using this series of signs which I've written up. So on this half, I'll cover the floor with pressure plates, and there'll be a door at the end. And you have to get through the correct path, and if you go on the wrong path, the door will close. You could technically do this by trial and error, but the other player is here for a reason. That's to help you. So what I've got here is a series of signs which correspond to the colours of the ceiling. Hopefully, the players will notice that the ceiling colours are specifically coloured, they're not just random. And that when you're on a block, the colour of that block will correspond to where you need to go next. So say you're stood under a magenta block, this player will have to come over here and see, oh, there's an L, so that means you have to go left. And hopefully the players will figure out that. And then, oh, I'm on a cyan block, and that's FF. So we're going to go forward twice, and then we're on a green block, and it will repeat. And of course, one player will be on that side, one player will be on this side, and it will be basically a competition. It won't be a competition, but it will be a battle of communication. So this person will be trying to communicate where that person has to move, and this person will have to communicate which colour they're stood under, and the aim is to get through the correct path. Hopefully, I've done this right, and it will navigate them through the correct path. Obviously, I need to hook up the arsenal latch, and also the redstone that triggers when the wrong path is walked on. Yet even when this player is right on the edge of that arena, they still can't see past that, so that's how it's going to be. But this player can get through to look at all of the signs, which is pretty nice. They also have this lovely view into the arena with the other player in. There's going to be a glass wall that goes here, so it'll go like this, and you can look in and see what your pal is doing. They can also see the roof, which could add an element of interest. It will probably make the person's life on this side a bit more interesting, which is good because they don't really have much to do in the rest of this hallway. But what I do want to do is add some quirky stuff in the hallway that will make them scared of what's to come. So of course I want to add a couple signs to spook them out, maybe a couple of hints on what the challenge is about, so if they don't get it immediately, the clues will help them. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Hopefully I can get this challenge built up relatively quickly. And yeah, so I'm going to do the redstone now. I'll cut back after I've got that. Okay, so the basic redstone is built up. As you can see, the raised paths are the paths where you don't want the player to go. Because if they stand on the pressure plate, trying to simulate now, you can see the line powers. But the lower down paths don't power it because there's a block below and there's nothing to power. So this block doesn't power that. But the paths below allow the redstone all to connect up and power nicely into this repeater. This repeater powers into this small RS NOR latch here. So as you can see, when we power this, this stays off. Powering this one turns it on. But powering it again does nothing. So that'll be the start button. And then powering it, there, turns it off. So that'll be hooked up to the door. As you can see, we can unlock the door. And then as soon as you stand on the pressure plate, oh, yeah, it terminates and the door shuts, and then no matter what you do, the door does not open until you've headed back and hit the start pressure plate, because if it's a button they can hit it from a distance. So now I've got to do is get all of the pressure plates in to the room, and that should literally be it. And welcome back, and progress has been made. That's right, behind me is the outside shell of our mini game, and I would like you guys to leave down in the comments below a name, preferably 4 or 8 letters, maybe 6, but either like 4 or 8 letters or 2 4-letter words or something like that that would fit in that space where it says game there for our mini game. So I've just written game. I would like a nice mini game that summarizes what it is. If you don't know what the Tangler is, watch it on Tango's channel. You don't have to watch much of it. It's not hard to grasp, but it's basically just a load of games. So yeah, hopefully we can come up with a good name. Leave your suggestions in the comments below. As you can see, I've built a little building, and I think the best view for this is from the sky. And I'll show you the actual minigame as well in a second. As you can see, there it is down there. It's pretty nice. I've got the red and the acacia wood. They go quite well together. And I have left a little hole in the top. I don't know what to do with that. I think I might just leave it open. And you will obviously want the name there as well, or something there, a nice pattern. And as you can see, I've got redstone all around, because this game is basically to do with redstone. It's not testing the person's redstone knowledge, it's actually you play it with 0 knowledge of redstone, or very little. But it is there because a lot of redstone goes into this project, and it is heavily redstone orientated. So as you can see, I've got the instructions. I've just put in Tangler backwards there before I decided on the name, because I don't know. 2-player challenge minigame, make sure to record and all that. And then I've written the rules: no breaking blocks, take off your armor and empty your inventory, take plenty of food, and contact me if you have any issues. And then I've hooked up these buttons. We've got that one, and if this one is hit at the same time, I've got 2 redstone torches, and if they're both off, then these will retract, and then you can drop down into the mini game. Let's do that right now. I've added slime blocks at the bottom, so you can easily do that. There we go. We've got this person's view with all of these. I've already explained this, and this person's view here. So let's hop across. And you can see that I've made progress on this. Oh my, a witch. I do need to light this up more. Perfect. And we've got some free redstone from that, isn't that nice? Yes, so this person's side consists of a pressure plate grid and blocks in the ceiling. And they would start here, they'd step on here. And as you can see, the door opens up. And they have to make their way through the maze. So that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. And then you'll reach a point where the path is incorrect. There, as you saw it shut, and they have to make their way through the maze. As you can see, if you walk in the wrong path, the door shuts, and even if you sprint, you can't make it there in time, unfortunately. Which is sad, but that's the way it is. It's got to be that way, otherwise they could just cheat. And yeah, so in the ceiling, they've got the colour block pattern, and they will hopefully see that once they step onto here, they've got light blue above them, and they communicate to this person, and they will go forward, and they go forward 2 squares from here. So let's unlock this. They go forward, and they say it's orange. So they will communicate right. So forward, it's orange, right. And unfortunately, I must have stepped on a different pressure plate because that's shut. I think I messed this up. You start here. I remember now. So you start here, and then it's forward. Okay, I've confused things slightly by having this wall here. I might remove it and replace it with a different colour, so maybe red. Because red is back, and obviously that can't be done on the first move. So you start here, you go forward. You see it's yellow. And yellow is 4 rights, 2 forwards, and a left. So 2 forwards and a left. And then they communicate purple. And it will go on like that. So let's get out of here. Purple is left, and it will repeat until they get to the exit, and then this person's door will stay unlocked the whole time, but obviously they can't get through to the next section until both of the people are here, because you have to stand on both of these pressure plates to unlock the doors, which of course I haven't added yet, but if we can simulate it, you can see that door is opening there. Just for a brief second, there'll be one here too, and after that they can move on to the next zone. There's pressure plates here so that if the door's shut, they can get back out. And yeah, that's the mini game. If you've enjoyed, remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe down below. I'm going to be adding to this in the future, so if you have any suggestions for A, the name of the mini game, or B, the puzzles in the mini game, I've got a lava one coming up next, then leave them in the comments down below too. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed, remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe. My name is CptUP, and it's come to an end. Goodbye guys, see you in the next one.